will ask.
You will ask. Okay, that's.
Like a monologue.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's better even.
One,
Because
two.
otherwise I would just turn out rubbish.
I doubt that very much. So Felix, I believe if this is you in one of the photographs, so are you involved? You were one of the original designers of the Synton.
Yes,
right,
I
Synton
was the
series.
founder of Synton Electronics. Yes, and we disappeared in '89 with quite some noise, and we decided to come back, not on sneakers, but loudly as well. So we have this little thing here.
It's very beautiful. So what do you call it?
This is a prototype of, mainly this part is meant to be a development unit for us, because we need, there's probably all kinds of sounds interfering a little bit.
Okay.
But the basic part and the important part is the keyboard. The keyboard is sensitive in 3 directions. Normally you have a keyboard which listens to how hard you hit a key, but this keyboard is added with another sensitivity, which is this.
So you've got like a rocking motion. Yeah. X Y.
No, you can just move your finger.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
I can make it horrible.
I can.
If you, but you can also, and the other direction is the Y direction. You do timbre. This is a filter. This is a filter.
That's not aftertouch. That's a different.
No. That's a different parameter. Aftertouch is, and this is.
Okay. So, does this mean you have to design your own? You're basically designing your own keyboard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need this. We build it in just for evaluation purposes. This is the pitch bend, as it almost originally appeared on the Syrinx. But we found out that we don't need this anymore. But anyway, it sits there. But you can do everything with the key, with simple keys. Now, in this case, the unit is duophonic, but it has MIDI. So if you would play this with a polyphonic MIDI synthesizer, it would listen to all the keys you depress.
Right. Okay.
So I can show you a little bit the effect of just maneuvering slightly with the keys.
I see you're sort of exaggerating the modulation depth there.
Yes,
so
yeah, but you can fine tune it, of course.
So is your intention to kind of to develop the keyboard, or to develop the synthesizer, or to develop both?
Those were the 2 questions we came to this place to. And actually, I think we will do both. We will do the keyboard as a plug-and-play unit. We can do it with any keyboard, 6, 7 octave keyboard, or a small keyboard. For instance, we had people who said, "Oh, I wish I would have a keyboard 3.5 octaves to control my mini Moog. And if the mini Moog is on MIDI, there's no problem there."
I see. Okay.
So
This
is what we can do. And then we would sell the keyboard alone. Or maybe we are talking about a bigger keyboard with piano hammer action, which is great, which would be great. We can do it. But we could also do a simple synthesizer in here. This is way too complicated for...
Are you sure it's too complicated?
It's too complicated for a performer. And this is the discrepancy between the keyboard, which allows the performer to perform.
Right, that's what you're more interested in, the performance aspect.
And he doesn't want to fiddle around unless you would make presets. But anyway.
Do you not think people would be just interested in any kind of new synthesizer from you guys just because of your history and how much you know about making synthesizers?
Yes, yeah. No, I think so, and it would probably be a simpler synthesizer than this. with more direct control, and it would have, as had the Syrinx, an interesting filter section.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So this is just something that you've kind of knocked up to demonstrate the keyboard then, is it?
Oh, you can touch it if you want.
No, but is this something that you've just made?
Yeah, this is not for sale. We're not here to write orders. We just want to listen to people what they have to say about this. Because there's a long history of interesting instruments. Let's begin with the stick by Chapman, Emmett Chapman, a very interesting instrument. Failed. We have the EVI. Interesting, very interesting instrument.
The wind controller.
Yes, the EVI is the valve wind controller. And then there's the EWI, which was played by a number of professionals and well-known people. But anyway, it is not an instrument you find all over.
No, but a lot of monosynth players play with wind controllers because you get that extra dimension of expression.
Yes, since Akai picked it up, something happened, and now more manufacturers do that. But anyway, so for us it was important to find out what is happening here, what is people's interest in a keyboard which you have to learn to play.
Yeah.
Because if you, for instance, would hit a key slightly sideways, then you're off key. You're off key. I'm exaggerating that again.
You can dial that back though if you want while you're learning, right?
And then you have to control it. But it's exactly like, for instance, a violin player would do. He puts his finger on the string and he hopes, because he knows after 20 years of practice, that it's the right tone. But it could be a few cents off, and this is where the performance starts, because he starts controlling it.
Do you think there's room? Because, I mean, obviously you have the Rowley C board, you also have Keith McMillan's K board, which has similar X, Y and pressure, and a keyboard feel. Do you think it's because of the familiarity of the keys here?
I haven't seen anything like this. I mean, what I see is Haken. It's very interesting, great for effects. Is the C board, great for effects, but it's not a keyboard. I know that people do not like, pianists or keyboard players
find it hard,
do not particularly like it for that purpose, but they're great for other things. But this is a keyboard, is a keyboard, is a keyboard, is a keyboard, and it's familiar to the people who play keyboards. So now if you have added this extra way of controlling the sound, the intention of the sound, the pitch of the sound, then you have a lot more than tweaking a wheel here and there or pushing this thing.
I mean, it would make sense to have control voltage output of it, surely, would it?
It would have control voltage outputs and it would have MIDI.
So I mean, this is after all a synth show to a degree, so people are very interested in okay, so let me get this. How much percentage? So there's people who want the keyboard and people who want you to build another synth. You must be getting a lot of answers for questions for this too,
yes,
right?
I have no idea. I really have no idea.
So do you think?
After 2 more days probably,
it's only
I'll
day
be
one.
crazy and I'll have more ideas.
Excellent. Well, it'd be lovely to see Synton technology and this new technology all happening together.
Yes, you will, definitely.
And still based in Utrecht in Holland,
yes,
right?
Yes,
Excellent.
Trajectum. If you Google it from all over the world, it'll take you to Utrecht.
Right, okay.
It's true, there's only one Trajectum.
Oh, well, that's good. Great SEO. You should maybe call the keyboard Sciactum, then you'd end up with really good SEO.
No, that was too presumptuous. No.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.